All right, we're back at my buddy's shop. It's time to pull these heads out of this goop. Pretty, that just looks like straight oil. It's grody. But we're gonna pull those out, and I am just gonna pressure wash them, coat them down with oil so they don't flash rust. But yeah, these have been sitting in here for almost well over a week now. So about time to see what they're really gonna look like when we pull them out of there. One. That's great. Don't mind me, just taking my heads for a walk, you know, and you get some fresh air. All right, so the plan is just gonna pressure wash them right here. Not gonna be any audio between the pressure washer running, and it is windy today. Not gonna hear anything anyway, so let's get to it, see what these things look like. Well, there's that. Yeah, they didn't. Rust is still there. Not as bad as it was. I mean, those are pretty clean. Yeah, that's actually quite a bit better now that I look at it. I still think I did buy a bucket of Evapo-Rust. I think what I might do is I'm gonna take an air nozzle to all this, set them in that, and then just let them sit in the Evapo-Rust for a while. Again, really get these things clean. I don't want any of this to come out without. I could take a wire wheel to all this stuff, but I want to see how that Evapo-Rust works. But it got rid of all the grime and all the carbon buildup and everything else on these. But yeah, that wasn't too bad. Not too bad. This is pretty advanced. So yeah, let's get some Evapo-Rust in there and see what. And there we are. Because heaven forbid I take more than one trip, got the heads and hauled the bucket here all in one shot. So yeah, let's just, I'm gonna leave them in here and float as much as I can with the 5-gallon bucket and let them sit again, let them soak. Boom. Okay, so now that that's soaking, I got all this Purple Power, and I got 2 5-gallon jugs, and I got the 2 5-gallon buckets. I don't want to leave it in the buckets though. I'd rather have it in the jugs, easier to store. Don't have to worry about tipping it and then spilling all over the. So the idea is I'm just going to pour it back in there. I got a funnel. Picked up some cheesecloth because obviously there's some gunk and particulate from the heads. Just going to put it in the top of the funnel and try to pour it in without making a complete mess. Well, that didn't go well. I poured it into that black tote. Apparently that has a hole in it. Yep, I made a mess all over. It's cleaned up. Well, the good thing is since it's Purple Power and Evapo-Rust, this part of the floor is gonna be really clean. So now we're gonna take the heads and throw them in this. This isn't leaking, and then we'll let them soak in there. I'm gonna have to get some more. Unfortunately, that wasn't cheap. I lost over a gallon or so. So let them soak as much as I can, and I'll get some more just to top it off, I guess, and let them soak. About the other one was perfect size. All right, unfortunately, this tote isn't as wide as the other one, so I can't get the heads more submerged than that. So I guess I'm gonna have to let them soak like this for a while and flip them. I put the most problem areas down first. The part of the runners that were in the valley here had the most rust. So letting those soak first, and then we'll flip them. I'll probably get, like I said, I'll get a gallon or 2 more just to top this off a little bit more. But other than that, we're just gonna run with what we got. So yeah, that Evapo-Rust, that is crazy good. Look at that. Like, it appears I can't get a tote that doesn't leak. That one was leaking too, so we're doing one head at a time, and I'm going to soak the rest of it. Soaking still because I didn't get this side of the motor, or that side of the head, so I want to get everything good and soaked in there, and we'll let it sit in there. But going to be slower because This bucket is $100, so every time this happens on the floor, I cringe. But it'll get done, just slower than I want it to. But yeah, let her soak. So I think the Evapo-Rust is going to have to be a new staple and step for anything I do here, because this is just ridiculous how clean everything looks, and I'd have done nothing. And then some of this stuff in here, you just rub it with your finger and it just comes straight off. So that's pretty much going to do it for what I'm doing here. I'm going to flip these over so this side can soak in. You can see in the runners there, there's still some grime that this side doesn't have. So I'm going to do that and then do this head next after that one, and probably get back to everyone when it's time to actually pull the rockers off and pull the valves out of here and see what we need to do. The hope is that I can just pull those and do some valve lapping, about some valve lapping compound, go through here and just, you know, pretty these up a little bit more, and then smack it all back together and put them on that other engine. But we'll see as we go along here. So yeah, see you guys later. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.